What started as a feel-good charity event meant to break a world record ended in a surreal disaster that cost lives, triggered lawsuits, and left an entire city asking, "What were we thinking?" This is the story of Cleveland's 1986 Balloon Fest, a spectacle that turned deadly. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most bizarre tragedies in American history, how a city's attempt to break a Guinness World Record led to 2 deaths, chaos at an airport, a horse injury lawsuit, and a PR nightmare that's been largely forgotten. This isn't just a strange event, it's a cautionary tale about human hubris, miscalculation, and how something beautiful can turn horrifying in an instant. Cleveland was trying to rebrand itself. For decades, the city had suffered from an image problem, polluted rivers, decaying industry, jokes about its decline. But in 1986, the United Way decided to stage something big. A spectacular balloon release to raise money, draw attention, and put Cleveland in the record books. They called it Balloonfest '86. The plan? Release over 1.5 million helium balloons from the center of downtown, a rainbow-colored cloud symbolizing hope, unity, and progress. It was part PR stunt, part charity event, and entirely unprecedented. The launch site, Public Square, right in the heart of Cleveland. Local volunteers, including thousands of school kids, spent 2 days filling balloons under a massive rectangular net, eagerly awaiting the big moment. But few, if any, stopped to think about what would happen once those balloons came down. The warning signs were there. Meteorologists predicted a storm front moving in. Some engineers expressed quiet concern about how the balloons might impact airspace, waterways, or wildlife. But the momentum and the media attention was too strong to stop. At 1:50 p.m. on September 27, 1986, the countdown began. 1.5 million balloons were released into the air, creating an awe-inspiring spectacle. The sky over Cleveland shimmered with color. People cheered. News helicopters circled. The city held its breath and then exhaled in celebration. But the wind shifted. Just minutes later, the balloon cloud, intended to float harmlessly upward and away, was slammed downward by a cold front. Instead of drifting into the atmosphere, the balloons were pushed back down over the city, into Lake Erie, into traffic, and even onto Burke Lakefront Airport's runways, forcing grounded flights and flight delays. The beauty had become a hazard. The real horror began beneath the surface. That same day, 2 local men, Raymond Broderick and Bernard Sulzer, had gone missing after taking a boat out on Lake Erie. The Coast Guard had been searching for them for hours, but now, the lake was blanketed with thousands of identical balloons, making it nearly impossible to distinguish a person's head from a bobbing balloon. Despite extensive search efforts, both men drowned. Their bodies washed up days later. Their families filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the United Way and the balloon company, claiming the event directly interfered with the rescue operation. Though settled out of court, the case raised a haunting question. Did a publicity stunt kill 2 people? Meanwhile, local drivers were injured in balloon-related accidents as roads became covered in rubber debris. Air traffic control was overwhelmed with alerts. Even a local woman sued after her prized Arabian horse was spooked by the balloons, ran into a fence, and was permanently injured. The event, once seen as a triumph, quickly became a symbol of negligence and chaos. Why didn't anyone stop it? Balloonfest '86 wasn't malicious, but it exposed a deep flaw in the event planning process, a lack of environmental consideration, no emergency contingency plan, and complete faith that nature would cooperate. Environmentalists had tried to sound the alarm, but few listened. Thousands of balloons ended up clogging local waterways, washing ashore in Canada, and even killing wildlife. What was supposed to be biodegradable took years to fully disappear. And the tragic irony? The event raised less money than expected for the United Way because of cleanup and legal costs. In a twist that sounds like satire, the Guinness Book of World Records still recognized the event as the largest balloon release in history, a record that, due to public backlash, no one has tried to break since. Balloonfest '86 is a stark reminder. Spectacle has consequences. While the story has often been brushed off as a quirky moment in Cleveland's history, 2 men lost their lives, emergency systems were disrupted, wildlife suffered, and a charity's image was stained. The city never tried anything like it again. And today, in an era where environmental awareness is at an all-time high, the very idea of releasing 1 million balloons sounds not just foolish, but criminal. This wasn't just a PR stunt gone wrong. It was a tragedy hiding in plain sight. If you found this story as shocking as we did, Hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into forgotten disasters, unsolved crimes, and moments that changed history forever. Were the organizers truly to blame, or was this just a perfect storm of bad timing and worse luck? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.